it's Trades here, and today's video will be about crypto market, stock market, and what to expect in the future, where to pay attention, if we're gonna dump or pump. I will share all my thoughts. I will try to share it with more details, so I hope this video will be very useful. In front of you is USDT dominance. Why did I start my video with USDT dominance? USDT dominance is really very helpful index to understand either the crypto market will be bullish or bearish. And if you were reading my article and who is in Discord group, I was writing there that it's very important to keep an eye on USDT dominance, and if USDT dominance comes to 5.3 level, or if we go to weekly time frame to 200 EMA, you can see here this yellow line, then I will book all my longs and will keep an eye on how Bitcoin will react to this, and if USDT dominance will manage to break below this resistance, because 200 EMA usually stands as a strong support or resistance, and in this case we can see that it could stand as a strong support EMA. So what did we get? We get a huge dump on Bitcoin. It dumped right away from $49,000 towards to almost 38,500 something. I don't remember now exact price, but we can check it later. And what do we have right now on USD dominance on the weekly chart? We can see that it came to this 100 EMA, this blue line, and rejected from it. It's a really good sign that we could see this bear rejection from this 100 EMA, because also 100 EMA stands as a good support or resistance. And if you look at the history a few weeks ago, it also was fighting here at the level of 6.63, 6.45%. It was fighting below this 100 EMA and couldn't break above, rejected, and came towards to this 200 EMA. So if talking about USDT dominance, and if looking at the current situation, there can be several possibilities, and about them I was also writing in my article. So first possibility is that USD dominance comes to 6.65 or 6.45 level, as it did already, and rejects and comes back towards the 200 EMA on weekly. In this case, to be super bullish, it should break below 200 EMA, and we should see the weekly close below this level, 5.26 or 5.3, or just look at 200 EMA and just we should see the close below as it did here before in November. So if it closed below this level, it should do the same pattern as it did here. As you can see, in this case, it can go lower towards to 4.38% or 3.56. All these are very strong levels where we can expect bounce. Another possibility is that the dominance rejects. This comes back to 200 EMA and again bounce. In this case, we will see something that will look like a double bottom, right? Came, rejected, and went up. Yeah, but this will be really bad and bearish scenario for the whole crypto market, because right now this level at 6.65, 6.45. It's very important to not break, otherwise US dominance may go higher. So this is my second possibility, that the dominance is coming back to 200 EMA and bounce back on weekly chart. What does it mean for crypto? It means that Bitcoin will try to go back to $48,000, $49,000 and will again reject from there. But about Bitcoin, I will talk later. So another possibility is that my third possibility is that again we see this rejection on weekly and it just consolidates somewhere here. It's not coming towards to 5.26%, just consolidates here and tries to make like this movements with breakout above the 6.65%. In this case, US dominance may come towards to 7.27 level, from where it may also reject. And why did I choose this level? If I turn off my EMAs, we can see that before this level was standing as also support. If you look here, for example, it was bouncing from here or here, so, and even here. So this level can stand also as a strong level where we can see rejection, bear reaction. So right now, what I see from the weekly candle, it looks for me good, because we can see this bear reaction, we can see this candle pattern, hammer, or how does it call? Yeah, and right now, really important, if we will see the weekly close like this, as you can see right now, in this case, high chances that it will come towards to this 200 EMA. And once it comes, you should be again cautious, again be super careful with your long or short positions, because here it may again chop, and here it will be like the key situation about further scenario for Bitcoin or for the whole crypto market. Either it will be bearish, or it will just go sideways, or we will be finally in a bull run where we may see Bitcoin at around, I don't know, $60,000. So this was about USDT dominance, and now let's go to Bitcoin and see what we may find here. I have several charts for Bitcoin. This one is pretty old. I was doing it in November, and I was highlighting here this level, 35,000, 31,000, 29,000. And like $35,000 for me is really like a super key level where I even wrote like buy. And 31,800 is also a very important level for the bullish trend continuation. And only if Bitcoin closes below 29,000, for me, it will be a sign that it may go back towards the 20,000 or 19,000, which is not good. But yeah, let me open another chart. And here also I have key levels. It's more about like short-term trends. So weekly close right now, we still need to wait 1 day, 7 hours, but if we will see weekly close like this, it will be very positive. In this case, Bitcoin may bounce somewhere towards to 46,800, and here we may see rejection. And here I have another level, and this level is 44,166, which may stand also either a resistance or a support. First of all, why did I choose 46,800? I have this method with Fibonacci. Okay, it should be a bit lower here. So when you see this long wicks, you just put your Fibonacci and it shows you like levels that are already split to 1, 0.5, 0.25, 0.75. So usually I take the middle of this long wick, and usually this the middle of this long wick is very important. And if we see the close above this level, the middle of this wick, it means that high chances, like 90%, that the price will continue going up or down, depends like on which situations you're looking at. So yeah, I expect that Bitcoin will break through 44 and will come to 46,457, where we may see bear reaction. And in this case, I took this level at 44,166. Why did I take this level? If I turn off my EMAs, we can see here that before this level was standing as a resistance. Like once, couldn't break, second time. Yes, here it broke, like it was a phase breakout and went back. The price went back below. Yeah, and here, if we zoom, we can see that the price was almost touching this level here. So we can expect that this level may stand as a support. So this is first possibility. And of course, as I said before, it also depends on USD dominance, how it will react. So this is one of the possibilities in Bitcoin. Another possibility is that, let's go back to weekly. If we see like bad weekly close, for example, if it closed like below, it goes back to 40,000 and close below 40,000. In this case, high probability is that Bitcoin will just consolidate and will continue its downtrend towards to this EMAs, 50 EMA or 100 EMA on the weekly charts that can stand as a support. And the price is, my first targets there will be 36,221, and second target gonna be somewhere here, 34,000. But we should understand that Bitcoin doesn't always come like exactly to certain levels, so it's better to book profits earlier and always put stop loss to break even. So also I was drawing this standing triangle, or I don't know how to call it, and we can see that actually after going up, Bitcoin looks like it did like retest and now wants to go back higher. So let's see if it will work like this. Time will show. So this was another possibility, and another one, it will be super bullish only if Bitcoin comes here, rejects, and manages to stay above $44,000 and keeps its consolidating with falls, like breaks down or breaks up. In this case, Bitcoin high probably will continue its uptrend and will finally come to $52,000 and $60,000 and probably up to 65,634, where it can again reject. So these levels are really very strong and resistance levels. So I don't think that it will be that easy to go up right now. I think it will be choppy. It will be choppy, February, March maybe, and then we may expect some bullish candles. But I think in general it's gonna chop around these levels until it finds good support, and I think there will be some news, maybe halving. I don't know certainly right now. Also thinking about situation in USA with their president elections. Maybe this will also affect, but it only will happen in November. So either way, we will pump a little bit until $52,000, $50,000, and we will just consolidate, because it's also, we should pay attention on other aspects that I will talk about later. And in the end of this video, I will try to tell about all my thoughts and conclusion to what I saw with you right now and what we can see in the future. So yes, currently it's my advice is just to trade level by level. If we are talking about Bitcoin, and once Bitcoin comes to one of the certain levels, if it goes up, for example, to 44,000 and stops and has consolidation period, in this case, please just don't trade Bitcoin. Focus on alts, because if Bitcoin goes up and then it just consolidates, it means that altcoins will relieve and they will pump. So better pay attention to altcoins, because they can give significant moves and they can bring you better profits. And of course, if you will see consolidation and that Bitcoin is about to dump again, even if it will be 1 or 2% of move, be careful. In this case, altcoins will also reject and will try to find a support from which they will continue their uptrend. So this was about Bitcoin. Now let's go to MicroStrategy and GBTC. So let's continue with MicroStrategy, and in my Discord I was writing about MicroStrategy and about GBTC as an educational example of how Bitcoin has its connection with these stocks. So why it is very important to keep an eye on this stocks, on these indexes, and see who is doing the first move, who is showing like more bearish or bullish reaction. Because I was writing also that when MicroStrategy, for example, was pumping like crazy and Bitcoin was just sideways, I was keep my opinion that Bitcoin will catch up this indexes soon, that just it's a matter of time and patience, and Bitcoin will pump. What did we get at the end? Bitcoin pumped right away to $49,000. And when Bitcoin was pumping to $49,000 at this moment here, already these 3 days already, MicroStrategy was showing like red candles. It was dumping. We could see that people were selling a lot. And if we go to, just remember the day, 9th of December. And if we go to GBTC, we can see that here, sorry, no, something is wrong with the chart. Here it was on 10th of January. It showed this red candle, and here, when was it? Here it was 2nd of January, sorry. So MicroStrategy already was dumping from 2nd of January. Now let's go back to Bitcoin and see what was doing Bitcoin at that time. When MicroStrategy was dumping, Bitcoin was pumping. So it was still catching up. It was going higher. But we could already see signs of the sell-off on MicroStrategy. So it was dumping since, God, why cannot? Yeah, 2nd of January, it was dumping towards the 12th January, okay? Now let's go back to GBTC, and we can see that GBTC was doing fine only because there was this news about Bitcoin ETF and people were buying. And in my Discord, I was actually telling people about the certain levels at around $40, $42 where we may see bear reaction. Why? I will explain a bit later. Now let's go back to our days. Here we can see on 11th of January already we can see this red candle, and the GBTC was selling. And if we go to Bitcoin pumped like crazy on 11th of January, and from 11th of January it started dumping. So it dumped a lot. So these indexes, they are very important to keep an eye on, because if you see that some of them are already showing bear reaction, but you see that Bitcoin is not reacting much, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin will not dump. Just it needs time. Same with this all pumps that we could see on MicroStrategy. Bitcoin pumped a bit later. So currently, what I can say about MicroStrategy, I have a special technical analysis for MicroStrategy, and I was sharing it on Twitter. And there I was writing that if MicroStrategy will not bounce at around or will not hold above $461 level, in this case, the next stop gonna be at around 358 or 312. So there is this blue box, right? And we can see that MicroStrategy could manage to close weekly close above 461, and we can see this bullish candle, bullish weekly close. And if we look at the history, we can see that every bullish close like this was meaning that there will be bullish continuation. And as example, you can look here, right? And okay, this one was just above. This one also interesting. Yeah. So here it was bouncing and going up, bouncing and going up. So what can we expect? We can expect the same situation, the same pattern probably, that MicroStrategy will bounce now. Yeah, somewhere until this level here, and will reject again and will bounce again. So something similar as we can see here probably will happen. So it is good that MicroStrategy will bounce. And also if we go to RSI, we can see that it was oversold, and now we can see this cross on RSI, so I expect that it will go higher. And once we will see overbought reactions, it will start going slowly down. So as I said before, I expect that Bitcoin will go up and down, and it will just chop probably February, probably March. Now let's go to GBTC and see what will happen with GBTC near future, what we can expect. And also I was writing that I can see for myself two important zones, buy zones. First one is 33, 31. Second one is 24, 22 approximately. So what did we get? We can see that GBTC almost came to this, my first buy zone. Fortunately, it didn't touch this 33 level at least. But we can see already that so far this weekly close was also bullish, and probably we may see that GBTC will go up back towards the $41, and there we should again keep an eye and see for the reaction, if it will reject or if it will bounce. So if we go to daily, we may expect that it will go higher. Let me delete all this, we don't need it anymore. So like this, and here from this level it either rejects and goes down, or either just consolidates and goes we see this crazy breakout and just pumping towards the new highs or towards the $50, which will stand also as a strong resistance. So this was about crypto market and my view for the near weeks or months. As you can see, it's not certain, and I cannot be right now like sure if Bitcoin will manage from current level from 41,800 will manage to go to $50,000. I cannot say this because, as you can see, GBTC also has its resistance levels, MicroStrategy also has its resistance levels, and USD dominance also may bounce back from 200 EMA on weekly time frame. So right now we will have pumps and dumps. We will chop. It's not an easy mode as we had here since October, let's say, when everything was just pumping and when we had chances just to hold the coin and just keep longs open. Next chart is about altcoins. This chart I saw in a Twitter account of Saka. Saka is a very famous trader in Twitter, and this chart really helps me to understand either altcoins having their dominance right now or not. So currently I have this level also 9.32, and it stands as a strong resistance, and there are several reasons. First and a more important reason is this yellow 200 EMA, then comes also 100 EMA, and then comes as 50 EMA. So usually when all these EMAs are come together, usually market enters a chop consolidation zone. How long it's gonna be, I don't know. It all depends on the other aspects also. But I'm sure that alts are just gonna chop up and down until we see finally weekly close above all these EMAs, or at least above 200 EMA. or 9.32. In this case, it will go higher, and this will bring alt season, in my opinion. And let's talk about Bitcoin dominance. In my article, I was writing that I expect the bounce from this 200 EMA on weekly, and we got it. It consolidated. If you go back to daily, you can see the small consolidation. And finally, right now, it's pumping. So what we can expect? I have this level 52.89. Usually stands also as resistance, but in this situation, I think that it will go higher. And next important level will be 54.08, which will stand as a real strong resistance. And what does it mean? Most people are happy to see when the dominance is going down. They think that, oh, here will come alt season. In my opinion, it doesn't work like this, because if you just compare Bitcoin dominance with Bitcoin and see when Bitcoin dominance was pumping, what Bitcoin was doing, you can see that usually it was not always good for altcoins, even when Bitcoin dominance was going down. Because, for example, if we look on a date, we can see that Bitcoin dominance started to go down on the 9th of January. And if we go to Bitcoin itself, we can see that it started to dump from 11th of January. So it took 2 days and we could see this crash. So in my opinion, when Bitcoin dominance is dumping, usually Bitcoin also dumping. And when Bitcoin dominance shows like its bullish momentums, it means that Bitcoin will increase in the price. But if talking in general, I would not take Bitcoin dominance as something that is predicting alt season. And why? I will make an educational post and will just write my observation about how it works between Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin and altcoins, and we'll talk about it more with more examples, so you will understand why I think that if Bitcoin dominance goes down, it doesn't mean that alt season is here. So far what I see on Bitcoin dominance, I think that it will come to 54% level, and from there it may reject. If it manages to break above, then next stop is 57%, which is also a strong resistance level. Now let's go to total market cap, and I already was writing about it in my article, and honestly everything so far plays out as I was expecting. Currently the second scenario is playing out. We were chopping and went down, not exactly to this resistance line, but almost. And currently really important to see either it will consolidate and go up, or either it will consolidate and go down. So as I said about crypto market, currently it's just 50-50. We should be cautious. We should be very careful with our positions. And just when you buy, when you long or short, you should really see what is Bitcoin doing and what is dominance is doing and how it is going. So now let's go to SPX. SPX, it was my amazing technical analysis since last year. I was super bullish on it, and finally it broke above 4,730, which was for me a really important level to break, to make new all-time high, and finally SPX came to 4,900 and so far rejected, but my possible target is 5,437, but I think that it will not manage to go right away there. And soon or later we will see some correction, but how deep it's gonna be, it also depends on certain levels, because it's $4,730 can stand as a strong support level if it will not manage to stay above this level. Only in this case SPX may go lower, approximately towards to towards to 4,551. And why I'm choosing this level? First of all, we have on the weekly chart 20 EMA, here 2025, and usually they stand as a good level for bullish continuation. As you can see here, for example, it bounced right from this two EMAs 2025 and went higher. So we can expect the same, right? Or like another scenario is more bearish. It's if is that possibly SPX may come towards to this two EMAs, or let's say 4,286, from where we may expect also bullish continuation. And only if we break this level, only in this case, it can go towards the $4,000. But in my opinion, we will not see SPX at around $3,500 or $2,000 as most traders in Twitter write, because for me it should. So just think what should happen in the world so SPX will go to $2,000 or $2,500. You know, it's supposed to be, I don't know, something insane, or I don't know, World War III, so everything will crash. In this case, yeah, like all the analysis that I'm doing will be for nothing, you know. And when I read this tweets or these predictions that this was the top of the tops and SPX will not go ever higher, and it just makes me laugh because you don't see this bullish trend. You didn't see like how yearly close was. Like honestly, I don't get these people, and it really makes me mad. Just look at this 12 months close. Just by looking at that close, like there should be no questions that we're going to, I don't know, $3,000 or $2,000. Yeah, it is possible, but it will not happen right away. Even if it happens, in my opinion, there should be something really bad, so the economy will just go down, 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 down. But even if it happens, I think is that it will take years to come to this $2,800, where we can see this 200 EMA on monthly chart. And you should just understand that if it happens, then the whole world should be in a super shit situation. So better not to wish for these levels, because if you wish for this crazy levels, it means you wish our world to be really in super bad situation, which I don't wish to anyone. So What do I expect near days or weeks? I expect correction soon because we can see that SPX already doesn't have any power to go higher. And if we go to weeks, we can see that weeks again bounced from this blue line. And about weeks, I was writing in my article. And VWIX, sorry. And if it bounces from here, it means that it will come towards to 96 or $100. And every time it comes here, SPX corrects. I think that it will happen already soon. And the same here, for example, weeks. Honestly, I was expecting that it will go a bit lower because it still didn't touch $11. So let's see. Either it will continue consolidation and then up. Yeah. Either it will do this. My first expectations that it will come to $11 and then bounce back towards the 19.8 or $20, where will be strong resistance level. Or if we go to weekly, here we have this 200 EMAs that can stand as a strong resistance, and it can reject and go back down as it did here, for example. And of course, if it will manage to break above $20 in this case, it may do this crazy wicks, crazy pumps, and in this case we may see deeper correction on SPX, but I'm sure that will not go towards 2,800 right away. So another one is DXY. I was bearish on DXY all this move down, and I was writing about the bounce from 200 EMA on a weekly, and this is what we got. And currently we have this blue box, and our situation is 50-50. Why 50-50? First of all, let me turn off all these drawings. We see here this red line and blue line. This red line is 50 EMA and this blue line is 100 EMA, and it is weekly chart. Usually both of them stand as a strong support or resistance EMAs. So we can see that once DXY came to this 50 EMA, it rejected, but also it bounced from 100 EMA on weekly. So currently I don't see any bullish or bearish close. It's just neutral, and only if we look at RSI, which is also 50-50 to be honest, because it came to 50 or to the middle of this RSI line, and either it will go down like it did here, so it will go down, or it will break and bounce. If it breaks and bounce, my first possible target gonna be $106 or $107, from where we may expect also bearish rejection. And if we go to monthly will be very important to see how the monthly close gonna be. If it's gonna close at around $104 in this case, for sure DXY will continue its uptrend, and if it will close below 100, at least $103, in this case it will continue its descending move towards to again this 50 EMA or either 100 EMA or towards to this levels which I have here. So currently it's really 50-50, and we should just keep an eye how this week DXY will open. And let's go to gold. I was very bullish when I was writing my article on gold. But currently, I don't like that it's shows its weakness, and we can see that the price is every weekly close is just lower and lower. So, but in my article, I had also a bearish scenario, and if it will not manage to hold above this 2000 level, let's say, and in this case, it will just down towards 1000, 1900, 1847, and possibly 1700. But it should be really, really something worse scenario to if it will go to 1700. So yeah, as I said, that's why it's 50-50. Gold right now is also just standing sideways, but this seeing that every weekly close was below than previous one makes me think that probably it will continue. It's a standing move, and it may come to this 100 TMA and bounce and go back. So let's keep an eye. In conclusion, I just want to say that currently the situation is 50-50. If we're talking about SPX, I expect correction, but how deep this correction will be all depends on the certain levels. DXY 50-50, gold 50-50, but more chances that it will go down at least towards to 1900 or 100 TMA on the weekly, from where we may expect a bounce. Bitcoin, I expect that it will pump, but also towards the $44,000 or $46,457, from where we may see bear reaction. USD dominance the same. We should keep an eye, because yes, if weekly close will be like this, it may go down, but again bounce back from 200 TMA. How fast this move is gonna be, I don't know. It depends on the market situation, on the volatility. Either it will go like slowly down. In this case, alts will not show such crazy bear reactions as we could see when Bitcoin just dumped in 2 days, 20% down, and altcoins were bleeding a lot. So GBTC also, I expect that it will bounce, but again, here we have this resistance. MicroStrategy, I expect that it will bounce, but again, it has here at around, let's take the middle, 561 resistance. So everywhere we see resistance, resistance, resistance. And since in few days there will be monthly close, we may expect crazy volatility. So please, if you take any leverage positions, please be careful. Don't put all of your money to one position. Follow your risk management, and better wait for clear situation in the market where you can be sure that we will go 100% only up or only down. So this was all from my side. Thank you for watching this long video. I hope that everything was clear, and I hope that I could explain my market view, what I expect, and what we should do near days or weeks with the market. So thank you for watching. I would be happy to see your likes and comments, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends who are also into trading or who want to learn something new. Thank you for watching. I wish you all a profitable day, and see you next time.